This is just the best part of my day.
Nope, scratch that. Reverse it.
My grandma and your grandma sitting by the fire. My grandma told your grandma, I'm gonna set your flag on fire. Talking about hey now,
Hey now,
hey now,
hey now.
I go one day.
Oh,
Jacques Mafinade, Jacques Mafinade. Look at my king all dressed in red. I go one day. I bet you $5 he'll kill you dead. Jacques Mafinade, talking about hey now,
hey now,
hey now,
hey now.
I go one day. Jacques Mafinade.
Now, you know, I'm not going to pretend like our listeners, our YouTube viewers, don't know what they're about to experience, because podcast episodes, YouTube videos, they have titles. You know what this is. You know that this is a shot-by-shot breakdown and discussion of the Gal Gadot Imagine video that Gal Gadot put out a full 6 days into the 2020 coronavirus pandemic lockdown. You know, celebs had to stay in their homes for 6 days, and it fried them a little bit, you know? It fried their brains just a teeny tiny, itsy bitsy little bit. I feel like even preceding this was the Vanessa Hudgens video where she's like, let me go outside, some people are gonna die, but oh well. You know, it was something to that effect, right?
Yeah. It was just, it was, you know, celebrities kind of being out of touch, being like, this is what they're going to want. This is what the
poor people need to see me right now.
They miss us, and we're having a really hard time being inside our beautiful homes.
Our gorgeous homes with lots of land for us to walk around
and also
enjoy, right?
Yeah, and most of them like sort of like in Los Angeles, which is, I think, important context, because it's like they could also go outside a lot, and I was not here yet at the time, and I lived with someone who became really agoraphobic because we didn't know how the virus spread yet, so we just didn't really go outside. So to see celebrities intermittently either going outside or in their beautiful homes during this time was very funny.
It was fascinating. It's just a perfect case of celeb brain, a phenomenon that I'm fascinated with.
They thought they were giving We Are the World, We Are the Children.
Yeah, which was itself, you know, kind of a boneheaded thing, right? It's just another, like, again, like an ultimate case of celeb brain.
But unfortunately, that was iconic. This was iconic in a different way.
This was iconic in a very... the only way to enjoy this video is ironically. I cannot imagine someone... I try to think of myself as an empathetic person who can, you know, reach into the mind of people who are different from me and understand where they're coming from. I don't think I could hold a conversation with the kind of person who was genuinely uplifted by the video we're about to watch.
Yeah, I think I forgot which celebrities participated, and I think when I first watched this, you like to ask, like, what our first exposure to the work is that we're watching. So for this, I think my first watch, I almost felt guilty that I felt cringe, because I was like, is this supposed to be uplifting right now? Because this feels weird. And then I'm sure my partner at the time was like, Gal Gadot's an IDF soldier. And I was like, oh, okay. Then, yeah, never mind. I don't I don't feel bad for feeling really uncomfortable watching this.
Yeah, it's one of the more cringe pieces of media ever created. I'm sorry.
You'll hear this through line of nobody singing in the same key. It's sort of like a pass the phone to, which is really kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think how everyone participates. I rewatched this video recently, and you know, listener, I'm sure you're thinking, oh, this is a Julia Roberts podcast. Surely Julia appears at some point in this video. No, she does not. This is one of the maybe the only truly Julia-less piece of art that we're going to talk about on this show. But I think, it's been a long time since we did the, like, movie theater rankings episode, where we just kind of did something just for us,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I have so many questions about, like, before we begin, like, how this was put together. Because this video was released 6 days into lockdown, as Gal Gadot will remind us at the beginning of the video. So, like, how quickly were the GCal invites sent out? How is Gal doing a lot of the scheduling, or almost assumedly her assistant is doing the scheduling, right? Melissa was the one sending out all the GCal invites, was organizing the spreadsheet.
Yeah, it was an interesting time for entertainment that I think we've all repressed really well. I think if I think about anything that I watched in that first calendar year of the pandemic, it does not process in my brain the way anything else does. Like, if I watched it, I'm like, yeah, I think I thought that was good. I remember nothing about it. And similarly, the people putting out content during this time were scrambling and doing things that they never thought they would do, and experimenting with things like virtual drag performances and all kinds of stuff. And so I think the first 6 days was that panic of like, what's going to happen to our career? We kind of have to take anything we can, and if it seems like it's for the good of people, we just got to do it. It was like and so what came out of it was sort of the strangest content I've ever seen.
Yeah, it kind of melted all over. But, I still to this date have not watched Bo Burnham's Inside because in my head it is in conversation with this. But I think I'm being very disingenuous to Bo Burnham. Probably
no, but the only thing that's tough about watching Bo Burnham's Inside is that that it's like his pool house or something.
Yeah, it's like his guest house, and it's still nicer than where I spent the pandemic, which was a tiny New York apartment with 3 other people.
Exactly.
What I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to watch it with that grain of like, he's speaking to like what his internal world is like, but that he's engaged. At least he was saying that he was still with his partner at the time. And he wasn't in that tiny space. So that was really just to feel claustrophobic and to control it. And we know how he deals with, like, outside success and how that makes his mental state and whatever. So, like, the feelings of inside are very, very relatable. It's tough to watch. I think I watched it, like, as it came out. I didn't watch the, like, update stuff because I was like, I can't go back there in my head yet.
Yeah.
So it is going to be something that I think, like, with time will be an interesting time capsule, but it's not something that people are, like, ready to just go back and revisit. Like, it doesn't feel far enough away yet.
Right.
Too soon.
Speaking of too soon, let's watch this video
9/11.
that came out 6 years ago.
Okay, let's fucking go.
3, 2, 1.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
Day 6.
This is day 6. It happened so quickly.
Got me feeling a bit
We didn't know if it would only be like another week at that point.
Wait, I love that she said, this got me feeling philosophical.
Philosophical.
This got me feeling.
Vladimir
Putin, I wish I was your mother.
It affected the entire world.
I don't think I've ever seen this intro before. I've only seen the singing parts.
Video of
Me
this
either.
Italian guy playing the trumpet. In his
I remember.
This Italian guy.
Remember,
playing the
Italy was
trumpet.
hit the worst at the time, so that's why she's citing Italy.
Oh, that's true.
And he was
I forgot
playing
about
Imagine,
that.
and there was something so powerful and pure.
Oh, so she stole it.
Celebrities love
About this
Imagine.
video.
It wasn't even her idea to do Imagine.
That's so funny.
Crazy.
And
That's
it goes
wild.
like this.
Celebrities love being struck by like a busker or something and being like, I should do that. Oh, right into it. Okay.
Okay, there it was. How many takes do you think she did of that introduction for the video? It's a minute. It's just over a minute, including her starting to sing John Lennon's Imagine.
I think between 3 and 7.
Yeah, definitely. She was not a one-take Jake. Now, I think some of the celebrities that we see throughout this video were one-take Jakes.
100%. I would have
I
been.
think a lot of them gave it one go and said good enough and sent the video file from their iPhone. Yeah, really amazing introduction from Gal. Jessica, if you didn't know this in specific, you could have guessed, I'm a huge Beatles fan, of course. Every guy like me is. However, I do think John Lennon's Imagine is one of the worst, most annoying songs ever written. Really, I'm not a fan of this very, very shallow, kind of dumb guy idea of what, like, world peace might look like.
Right. Yeah. World peace got more and more out of touch and sounded more and more blanket statement the older I got.
Yeah.
That classic, as you get older, you get more jaded. But it's true when people kind of say, like, well, I want world peace. I'm like, you're not thinking about things. You are
What's that
not
mean?
you're not trying to connect some dots here. You're just like, what if we had a blanket?
What if tomorrow we all had a big picnic instead of doing war?
And
I also
yeah.
want war to stop, but it's not just like a switch oh, okay.
And also, like, well, when one war stops, there's so many other issues. So
Yeah.
that's not going to really do the thing.
Yeah,
Yes,
and,
war should
be
stop.
careful.
But
Yeah.
we're not going to have a picnic when it's over because there's plenty of other whatever. I just struggle with anything that suggests manifesting. And Imagine is in that universe. It's imagine these things.
Yeah. He
It
could have
feels like-
imagine if the song were called Manifest.
I would have a
Manifest,
very hard
no
time.
countries.
That's basically what the song is. And that's what I
Okay.
struggle with. Okay, so next is Kristen Wiig.
Next is Kristen Wiig.
Easy if you try.
Okay. Kristen wearing just a very LA hat, I'm sorry to say. Just a really, like, big brim LA hat.
Mm-hmm.
Short cut, pixie cut era Kristen Wiig, which we've all
Sort of-
forgotten about.
Sort of dead behind the eyes.
Very dead behind the eyes. She's outside, probably on some lush estate somewhere.
I can't tell if it's off key. It feels a little flat, but
Yeah, I
Her-
guess
her-
she's not known as a singer, I suppose.
no, her being the second on this is so interesting too.
Well,
to be the
because
second
she
one
is
called.
the villain in Wonder Woman 1984, which would
makes
be
so much more
released to HBO Max during the during 2020 pandemic.
I see.
Skip the theaters.
Okay, so this is sort
so
of a
they're
press tour.
yeah, they had just worked together. This is promo.
Okay, that makes so much more sense.
Okay. Next.
No hell below us.
Oh, it's Jamie. Jamie Dornan is there. In an echoey room.
Yeah, and like
Jamie
3
went to
words.
his most unadorned walls to
He went to his
record
bathroom.
that bit.
That was bathroom acoustics. Went to his bathroom,
Definitely.
and he only had a few minutes, and he didn't want anyone in the house to hear it, so he just gave like 5 words.
Yeah, you could almost hear like the faucet running in the background so that no one
Mm-hmm.
would hear him do that.
Yep.
Oh, amazing. Thank you, Jamie. Good to see you.
Okay, next
love
guy.
Barb and Star. It's the Barb and Star. Okay, next guy.
I love Urban Star. Okay, the first singer.
Yeah, someone actually trying to hit a note. Who is that?
Couldn't. I was hoping you would know.
Nope, I got nothing. Unfortunately, I do not know
Sorry to
who
this
that
man.
individual is in the car. Classic car video. Most online content these days is people in their cars either yelling or eating food.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole subgenre of people on YouTube and TikTok who review meals by sitting in the front seat of their car and eating them. And I just...
What is it called?
why there?
Mukbang?
Well, there's mukbang, but there's just like a bunch of people who are just like, oh, I ordered the Red Lobster, crawfish boil, and I'm now going to eat it in the front seat of my car. That's just where they review the food. I ordered a succulent Indian dinner, and I'm going to eat it in the front seat of my car.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But our first appearance of a car. Okay, and next.
Imagine all the people.
He's so
James. James, one of the hottest guys around. Has been.
Still. Yeah.
Remains to this day. Absolutely.
Underutilized for being so hot.
Yeah. Girlfriend and I recently watched the first couple episodes of The Nanny with Fran Drescher, and he's a hot little piece on that in the first couple episodes.
I didn't even
cater
know.
waiter. Yeah, I know. I had no idea. And then there he was.
He's great in Jury Duty. So fun.
He's wonderful. I always like to see James. I'm glad he got those Sonic the Hedgehog checks. You know, they don't give him a lot to do in those movies, but, like, I bet those resids, you know, had paid for some nice family vacations.
Yeah, and I like to see that, you know, you kind of know exactly his headspace getting that email of, like, will you sing a few lines? And he's like, surely. And just put it out.
I like that he always looks exactly the same. His hair is always exactly like that. Like, it's just he's got it nailed. His thing, yeah, really hot. And a tasteful shot with some ceiling in there, some ceiling beams. All right, next.
Living for today.
Yeah, she had to add a little comedic spin to it. She had to give a little, I'm a comedian.
Yeah, Silverman
Whereas,
against
like,
exposed brick.
Like, Kristen Wiig kind of gave, like, a dead in the eyes, like, actually not processing the pandemic, sort of, like, actually sort of where I think people normally were. Sarah Silverman's was sort of, this is, like, somebody bought this cameo, and I'm doing a little...
I put a little pizzazz in it. It's certainly the most pizzazz we've gotten so far, I guess, except for the black gentleman in his car. You know, she adds a little zing in there. I do wonder, when you're putting together the spreadsheet, why you give one of the, like, parts of vocal inflection in the song to Sarah Silverman instead of, like, James Marsden, who immediately preceded her and is a singer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think because it was organized and constructed by Gal Gadot, so...
Yeah, or I think assistant Melissa, I think Melissa was really putting together this call sheet.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
Imagine there is no countries,
So I imagine that is a young
My favorite one.
singer.
That is so...
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? Imagine there's no countries,
He's probably one of those, like, little kid Roy baby peeps.
He is a little kid boy baby, that's for sure. Is this a big
like
bathroom or is this a kitchen? Is this a big bathroom?
One of those, like, white sort of rapper, like, SoundCloud little peep boy kid.
Peep boy? Yeah, a little marshmallow chicken of a boy. Yeah. I know what you mean. Just one of these completely interchangeable white boys who can, like, put a little stink on it, you know?
Because they're called, there's, like, Lil Peep, Kid Leroy.
Little Peep. I know this guy's fucking national anthem goes crazy. I know he's throwing some sounds in there that Francis Scott Key did not write down.
He was probably slated to do the national anthem, and then COVID happened. You know,
just had to get it out somewhere.
He was supposed to sing at a Giants game.
The SNL sketch of Maya Rudolph singing the national anthem.
Yeah.
Classic. Classic. That's what this guy's giving me. All right. Next.
It isn't hard to do.
Okay.
Oh my God.
The exact opposite of Jimmy Fallon on a hike.
I remember he
going up Laurel Canyon.
Yeah, he hiked with his wife a lot during pandemic. I do remember that. I remember him and his wife were putting out hiking stuff, I think.
Yeah. It's interesting. Is Jimmy, am I wrong? Jimmy loves to sing, right? Or am I just thinking of James Corden?
I think Jimmy likes to sing. Jimmy has, like, a whole band and is always kind of doing stuff. I don't think he's, like, a great singer, but he's definitely not a, like, phone it in singer, but also he's also giving him 6 days in. He has the same sort of energy as John Mulaney relapsing in the pandemic of where's my structure? I'm sort of like a unfettered addict without a show.
Yeah. But Jimmy, that was one take. He fired that off immediately.
Yeah, this is someone 6 days in and feeling the weight of things.
Definitely.
Not quite goofing around.
He sang "It Isn't Hard to Do," but ironically, he's finding this very hard to do.
Yeah. All right, let's...
Next.
Nothing to kill or die for.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
Natalie.
Interesting.
Natalie doesn't even feel like she got a full take off. Natalie feels like she was walking through the shot and not even really singing, doing a kind of Rex Harrison talk sing.
I got like a whisper of one of my favorite other old school SNL videos.
Natalie's rap.
I got a whisper of that there. I got a little bit of that edge in there. There was something sort of like, I don't give a fuck in what we just watched.
Absolutely. The classic Natalie's rap attitude. Still, maybe my favorite Lonely Island video. That was very important to me, was Natalie's rap.
Absolutely.
I don't sleep, motherfucker. Off that yak in that Durban, doing 120, getting head while I'm swerving. Damn, Natalie, you a crazy chick. Just shut the fuck up and suck my dick.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. She was on her porch or something. Next.
And no religion too.
Whoa.
A couple of low energy bangers right in a row. Zoe Kravitz in front of an electric fireplace.
Incredibly dead in the eyes.
I've never
about
seen
to fall
anyone
asleep.
less interested in doing something in my life. The scene in Wet Hot American Summer where Paul Rudd picks up the plate, like
My
he
favorite.
is more interested in doing that than she is in doing this.
My favorite clip of all time. My
Really
favorite scene
never fails to
in
make
all
me
of
laugh.
Comedy. All right, you're gonna need to tell me who this lady is.
Is this not Zoe Kravitz? Is this
Sorry,
not
the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was done with Zoe. I love Zoe usually, but I don't have a lot to say from that.
Okay, now the next lady is interesting because she seems to have two parts of the song.
Great, let's go.
She did two.
Whoa. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Whoa.
My God. Oh. God. Okay, so maybe there was an error on the spreadsheet or something. They gave her two sections. They gave her maybe even 3 or 4 people's worth of song, and she bankrupted the hot dog cart man because she just mustered it all over that. She's
That was good.
laying it on thick.
Yeah, that man. She thought she was Adele.
She did
This
front
was her
facing
moment.
and in mirror camera. She did 2 camera angles. And
She's-
also, who is that?
She's doing pretty good for 6 days in, I will say.
I'd say so. I think that was the highlight of her day. Certainly her first week. She was so excited.
Sometimes I think about what would the first 2 weeks of the apocalypse be like? What would it look like for me? And this is an interesting point because we don't
can only
quite
hope.
We don't know if it's an apocalypse yet. We don't, like, 6 days in, we don't quite know. We're sort of in this purgatory, and seeing how each celebrity and question mark celebrity handles that is so interesting.
The video, this is one of the reasons I love talking about this video, because it's like, okay, we just got Natalie Portman. We just got Zoe, Hollywood celebrities, a huge Nepo baby,
Jimmy
and then
Fallon.
someone I swear to God I've never seen before or again. I haven't seen her before or since. Whoever that is,
It's usually those are the ones that are fucking killing it, and I don't know what's
Right.
going on. Like
that kind of makes
three I
sense to
didn't
me.
know. The
She
three
has
I
something to
didn't know are-
prove, you know?
Yeah, the 3 I haven't known so far. Those are the ones that have done the crazy riffs.
Right. They have something to prove. They're like, here I am. Check me out. I'm in a video with Jimmy Fallon, with Kristen Wiig.
And this era did create the TikTok influencer. So I guess they had the right idea of this is gonna get eyes.
Yeah.
All right. Next fucking next. Who is this woman? Let's go.
You may say that I'm a dreamer.
Huh. Well, it's not. I do not know who this woman is.
No,
it's not. It's not her fault that she followed the most effort that anyone has put into this so far. She has a bad placement. Mm-hmm. You know, she's the second to last wrestling match of the night, which is classically known as the bathroom match. You know, it's just she's in a bad spot, unfortunately.
I thought she was good. I don't know who she is.
No idea. Don't know what's going on here. Has an interesting, I would say, computer setup. She has her MacBook. She has her Mac desktop here facing a window, and then there is a mirror into her bathroom?
I think this desk is in her bathroom.
Huh.
I think she moved it for this.
She's sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on the toilet.
Her desk chair, guess what? Toilet.
They wouldn't let me take the LSAT in the bathroom. Isn't that sad?
I heard about that. That's tragic. They should who cares? Who cares where you do it? Yeah, there's like graffiti written all over the stall, and it's actually code to help you like guess all the answers on the LSAT.
Yeah.
That's what
it's
they were afraid
algorithm.
of. For a good time call, and it was like a statute, you know, a classic statute you had to know precedent. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's on the LSAT.
And I don't think you care. I'm not going to waste your time.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you for not doing that.
Next one.
But I'm not the only one.
Okay, Amy. Amy's got she went all in on the backlight. You know, she went all in on that natural sunlight, hitting the red hair.
Yeah, and we got that little enchanted voice we haven't gotten in a while.
Yeah, put a little effort into it, I'll say. It's interesting that Amy hasn't done more musical roles, considering that, like, I feel like the world became most acquainted with her as the princess from Enchanted.
Yeah, she was good. Is this... I don't know this man. Okay, here we go.
You know this man.
Someday you will join us.
You know this man?
And the world
I've seen him, but I don't know where.
The Broadway show Hamilton, perhaps?
Oh, yeah.
That's perhaps is Leslie Odom Jr., who has the voice of a ding-dang angel.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him in a hat. I don't think
I guess, you're right. I would recognize him in a tri-corner hat that our founding fathers would wear.
Right. I don't think I've ever seen
him wearing a hoodie is a little discordant to me. Because I feel like when I've seen him outside of Hamilton dress, he has been like dressed up. He's very casual mode here. But he's in like a lovely like flower garden or something.
Yeah, he usually has a sharp look. He's usually pretty, like when he performs other things, it's pretty sharp. I'm not making excuses. I should have known, but I knew he looked familiar. But
you did
not expecting the hat. Sometimes a hat changes things.
It's
very
true.
Hannah Montana.
Very Hannah Montana.
Next guy, definitely know this guy.
Imagine no
possession. Okay. Just Pedro, God love ya. Not a lot. Again, tough spot. You're following Leslie Odom Jr., but maybe he did the right thing by doing the exact opposite energy.
Totally.
Just like, I'm not even going to try. I'm following Leslie Odom Jr.
Yeah, it's a dad singing. It's a dad singing who got pulled into singing at a karaoke, but
it does kind of feel like he's singing me a lullaby, that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
I want Pedro to tuck me into bed.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Definitely. At least tuck in. These guys.
That's interesting.
I wonder if you can.
Sure.
That's Chris O'Dowd, of course. IT Crowd, Bridesmaids. And, I don't know, his wife or... I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I assume they were maritally entangled at the time.
I feel like I vaguely remember his wife did a cool thing. I think I looked her up once, don't remember her name, and then saw she was attached to him, and I was like, that's kind of interesting and random.
That's nice. I like Chris O'Dowd. I miss him. I feel like I haven't seen him in a long time. He's probably doing British television shows I just don't watch. I feel like the Hollywood love affair kind of ended, but he's probably still working. Anyway, next.
No need for greed and hunger.
Love this man.
I-
Insane hair.
I really forgot he's in the video. I certainly did not remember.
That angle was perfect.
In a low angle, very grandpa holding the phone, taking, FaceTiming with grandpa. He's in like a pantry or like a linen closet or something.
Oh, I love it.
Love it. The hair's great. Next one's really good.
He put in a little jacket for this too. He put on a
He
little.
did.
You know,
I'm gonna get dressed up for this one.
he's kind of.
I'm gonna look nice.
I'm happy. I'm happy with his energy. This is kind of what I think they were going for. Okay.
Absolutely.
Next.
Brotherhood of man.
I love him.
I love some Ruffalo.
He's so pro Palestine too. So this is like such an interesting combo in the set of this to see. For in some respects, in every respect, he's the Hulk. Hence also the green glasses. But in other ways,
he plays cops a lot. I saw him in Crime 101. Spoilers, the 101 is about the 101 freeway. It's not a lesson in crime. It's a movie fundamentally about the 101 freeway.
Got it. He's so hot.
I like that Ruffalo did it in bed. He's
so funny.
He's like, I'll do it, but I will not get up. It kind of feels like he did it in like the middle of the night. It's so dark.
And he needs his readers for it.
Yeah, he's got his. He's so hot.
He's so hot.
Mark Ruffalo should call me.
Yeah. But this is definitely the most phone it in but not dead behind the eyes that I've seen so far, I think.
Absolutely. I think Ruffalo's incapable of fully phoning it in.
I think that's true. I think that's a good
assessment. He's just one of those guys that, like, he will find a way to care or he just won't do it.
Mark Ruffalo famously in The Normal Heart with Julia Roberts.
God, he's so good.
Here we go.
All right. Next.
Sharing all the world, you.
I think maybe that's a singer.
Another person I don't know who it is.
It kind of feels
I like the dog.
It kind of feels like this was sort of like a held at gunpoint vibe.
It does feel like, Gal Gadot put on the old IDF greens and went to some of these homes, forced people to do this. Yeah, whatever. Next.
They say that I'm a dreamer.
Oh my god. Wow, that was really fast.
That one was tough.
That one was okay. This is also a bunch of it girls. I don't recognize the girl at the end, but then that's Kaya Gerber and Cara Delevingne.
I thought that was okay. I recognized Cara Delevingne. I don't know who Kaya Gerber is. I apologize. And the little one.
I think that's Kaya Gerber.
I don't know.
She was in the Bottoms. She was in Bottoms. But she's mostly just like a nep. I think she's like a nepo model, maybe.
She was the Gerber baby.
Yeah, I'm sure she gets that joke a lot.
That last clip almost is what inspired wanting to talk about this, because it's such a fascinating level of effort and no effort. It's such a like, they did a little sidestep, the three of them. Are they roommates? I don't know. But they did a little, like, back and forth maneuver, like they're in a Motown band, but they are completely out of sync. They don't, like, you watch them start doing it, and the part of the song that they're doing is too short to even do a complete version of that move. And they didn't do another take. Like, they did it bad, and they're like, keep it, Brent.
Yeah, it's interesting because this is like right before the biggest wave of TikTok dancing. Like, it had started to begin 2018, 2019. Hype House was being built during this time, but we're 6 days in. It's also interesting that they are quarantining together. I didn't know they quarantined together.
Yeah.
And that's interesting because people were usually like just with their families or in really specific bubbles. So whenever I see like groups of friends together in the first few months, I'm like, whoa, You guys really got to hang out. That's crazy.
Interesting bubble.
Yeah, really. I had no idea. Okay.
Next.
But I'm not the only one.
She looks familiar, and I can't place it.
Oh, she's in Bridesmaids, and I think she helped write
Oh,
Bridesmaids.
that's Star. That's Star.
Yeah, it's Star.
From Barb and Star.
Yeah,
of
fucking love
course.
her.
I didn't recognize her without her iconic hair and culottes.
So I guess Kristen Wiig got all of her friends to hop in.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bridesmaids and Barb and Star folks appearing throughout this video,
Yeah,
including the next entrant.
exactly.
I hope someday you'll join us.
What's nice is she's consistent. She can
Yeah.
hit each note without a flat. It's
I think
not
she put
embellished. She's,
exactly the right amount of effort into it.
This is exactly if this was normal. If this was a normal thing to do, this is how you would do it.
Yeah.
The background is interesting. And you can't tell whether she's having an amazing or terrible time the first 6 days of the pandemic.
I have to
and
imagine.
I think I know. Sorry, back to the side steps. The one on the very end was, I think, in Pretty Little Liars because she was dating Cara Delevingne at the time. And then I don't know why Kaya Gerber's in there. I guess she was friends with all of them.
Just hanging out.
Okay. All right. Which is weird.
Yeah,
Weird when
I bet.
people were just hanging out the first 6 days. But
I know. They didn't know.
I was shamed for it. Like, all the gays were shaming each other if anybody was hanging out at all. It was like, let's cancel each other all the time.
Yeah, it was helpful. Yeah, I think Maya is the face of a mother of 4 who is suddenly locked in a home with her 4 daughters and her husband Paul Thomas Anderson. You know what I mean? I think she's just that's the face of a woman who's a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, meanwhile, he's like there, like being like, what's the next great American screenplay that I can write? Yeah.
That is probably what he walks around doing. How do I make another of my masterpieces? He says, stomping around the house.
And she goes, honey, I'm hotter than you, I'm funnier than you, and in a lot of ways, I'm more brilliant than you. But you go right ahead.
And
That's
Paul
what I
Thomas
imagine.
Anderson, he would say, "You're so right, honey." It's
Yeah.
like he's that kind of guy now.
Yeah.
Once he gave up the cocaine, once he wasn't like a 25-year-old with a furious cocaine addiction, he seems to have really like chilled out, become a really cool guy.
Funny how that happens.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works. Okay, 6 seconds left in the video. We're
Here we
so
go.
close.
And the world will be
There she is.
Thank you for Oreo.
Bookend.
Yeah. Oh, and
Wow, that's it. End. Heart out. No, you'd expect at the end of that and be like, if you enjoyed this video, donate to blank, blank, blank. Nope.
Nope.
Out.
No.
Da.
No,
Don't.
because we don't know where you should put your money right now. We
Yeah,
just
that's
need
true.
to spread hope
Just general goodwill.
and imagination.
I think there's quite a few people in that video where if you ask them to their face, like, hey, tell me about that, they'd be like, I wasn't in that.
Or
Like if
they
you
would-
asked
they
Zoe
fully wouldn't
Kravitz about it,
remember.
she would be like, no, I wasn't.
I don't think Mark Ruffalo would. Oh, thumbs up. I don't think Mark. I don't think Mark Ruffalo would remember. It's never when you want it to happen.
No,
For those
never.
listening, I did a thumbs up in camera, and
Discord sent a thumbs up, but
Yeah.
it's not.
you can never recreate it. I've never once
No.
recreated the gesture. It's happened in therapy a couple times. It's so funny when I'm talking about some like harrowing trauma or anxiety, and then just like this little bubble.
That's really good. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah, so I don't think Mark Ruffalo would remember doing this.
No.
I think all of Kristen Wiig's friends probably do remember because it seems like they connected over it.
There's probably a group chat going for a little bit. Like, hey,
I don't think that little trio remembers.
certainly not. Certainly not.
Yeah, I don't think bridesmaid, cop, and wife remembers.
No way.
Though they did
No
a good job,
way.
I don't think they remember. I don't think Jimmy Fallon probably remembers. I think he was doing a lot of stuff like that at the time, and it's all a wash.
Yeah, he was doing like virtual Tonight Show or something, right? Like all the late night shows were like still going. but just like on Zoom. It was very strange. Very strange.
Yeah, yeah. And then Leslie Odom Jr., I don't think he remembers. I'm sure he was being asked all the time to do random shit like this.
Absolutely. Well,
wow,
wasn't that beautiful to revisit that? Yeah.
Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Happy pandemic anniversary.
Absolutely.
6 years later. 6 days later to 6 years later. Look how far we've come.
Let's see how far we've come. And absolutely. And that was a shot-by-shot breakdown of the Gal Gadot Imagine video.
And now I hope you enjoy ours.
I hope someday you will join us at patreon.com/tvskevin for as little as $1 a month. And the world will live as one next time on Run the Julias, which is probably the Mexican.
Probably. Bye.
Lies, lies, you're telling me that you'll be true. Lies, lies, that's all I ever hear from you. Tears, tears, I shed a million tears for you. Tears, tears, and now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, lies, you're breaking my heart.
Tastes like you, but sweeter.
Please tell your friends about this show.
That was quite a show. Very entertaining.
This has been a Talkback Podcast.